The great events have passed, but their meaning has not. The thunder of Ravana's chariot has faded, the cries of Jatayu have been absorbed by the ancient earth, and the frantic search has come to a temporary pause. But here in the quiet morning light that filters through the tall sal trees, the forest holds its breath. It is not empty, but listening. This is not a tale of battle, this is the moment after, a moment of reflection before the long journey ahead truly begins. Here, near the humble hut that served as a refuge, stand the three exiles, Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana. The air around them is different now, heavier with the weight of what has happened and the uncertainty of what is to come. But what if its true lesson lies not in the conflict, but in the quiet epilogue that follows? Rama looks out into the dense green, his gaze distant. The forest gave us shelter, yet it also tested us. Every step away from Ayodhya feels heavier now. Lakshmana, ever watchful, stands by his brother's side. His voice is a low murmur, a pillar of support. Brother, the path ahead is unclear, but we walk it together. Sita, her hand gently touching the bark of a tree, looks around. The forest feels different today, she says, her voice filled with a quiet knowing, as if it is watching us leave. Rama has upheld his duty, he has followed the path of Dharma, but duty once fulfilled often leaves questions in its wake. Was the price too high? Was the path righteous? What should he reflect on now? The duty he owes as a prince, or the personal cost of this exile on those he loves most? If he focuses on his duty, his resolve hardens. A king must protect Dharma even when it costs him everything. If my exile preserves the honor of my father and the stability of the kingdom, then this pain must be borne. The path of duty gives strength, but it is a lonely strength, one that demands immense sacrifice. It builds a wall around the heart, a fortress of resolve that can keep others out as easily as it keeps pain in. Duty is a cold comfort, a righteous path that offers no warmth. But if his thoughts turn to the cost of this exile on his family, his gaze softens as he turns to Sita. This exile was my fate. But you chose to share it. That choice weighs on my heart more than any hardship the forest ever could. Sita meets his gaze, her eyes full of unwavering love. She places her hand on his arm. Love makes the burden lighter, Rama, do not carry it alone. Love does not erase suffering, but it gives it meaning. It transforms a solitary trial into a shared journey. It reminds a prince that before he is a king, he is a husband, a brother, a man. As these thoughts fill the silent clearing, the air begins to stir. The wind rises, not with the fury of a storm, but with the gentle exhale of an ancient lung. Leaves swirl around them, dancing in intricate patterns, and a soft, ethereal light begins to gather. It coalesces into a form that is both there and not there, a presence woven from moss, light, and memory. The forest spirit stands before them, its voice calm and timeless, like the rustling of 1,000 leaves at once. Sons of man, daughter of earth, you walked my paths with courage and restraint. Not all who enter a forest listen. You did. Lakshmana, his hand instinctively on the hilt of his sword, steps forward, his stance alert but his tone respectful. Are you guardian or illusion? The spirit's form shimmers. I am memory, I am witness, I am the soul of this place you called home. Who should be the one to respond to such an ancient being? The prince bound by duty, or the daughter of the earth who feels the forest's pulse as her own? If Rama responds, he does so with the humility of a guest who has overstayed his welcome, yet is grateful for the shelter he received. He bows his head slightly. If we have caused any harm to your domain, forgive us. We sought only to live in peace, to follow the laws of nature as we followed the laws of men. The forest spirit's voice is a gentle hum of approval. You took only what you needed, you built with fallen wood and ate what was freely given. That is the first rule of harmony. You understood that to live with the forest, you must live as part of it, not as its master. But if Sita responds, her voice carries a different kind of reverence. One of kinship. This forest was my home as much as the palace of Ayodhya ever was. Its streams were my companions, its flowers my adornments. I will remember it with gratitude, not fear. The spirit's light seems to glow brighter around her, a flicker of recognition. Then the forest will remember you the same way, daughter. It will remember the princess who saw a home in the wilderness, who found beauty in the untamed, and who understood that the earth is the first and final mother to all. The forest chapter is so often remembered for its danger and loss, the taunts of Shurpanakha, the abduction of Sita, the tragic fall of Jatayu. But this epilogue, this quiet moment of farewell, teaches something quieter, something deeper. The forest spirit's voice echoes the thought, making it a profound lesson. A forest is not conquered, it is understood. With that final piece of wisdom, the spirit dissolves, fading back into the drifting leaves and the dappled sunlight, its presence lingering like a scent on the breeze. The trio is left in the silence, but it is a silence now filled with meaning. Lakshmana lets out a slow breath, his hand falling away from his sword. Perhaps this exile, for all its pain, has taught us more than a lifetime of comfort ever could have. Rama nods, his gaze clear and steady for the first time that morning. Yes, he looks from the path ahead to his companions beside him. A ruler must first learn to live without power, to be humbled by something far older and greater than any throne, to understand what it means to be a part of the world before trying to rule it. As they stand on the cusp of leaving, a final whisper moves through the trees. What should the forest leave them with? A blessing for the road ahead, a warning about the future, or a question to carry in their hearts? If it is a blessing, the voice is a warm, encouraging echo. May your path be clear even when it is hard. May you find strength not just in your arms but in your spirit. If it is a warning, the voice is sharp, a rustle of dry leaves. Remember, every choice plants a seed. Some grow into sheltering trees, others into strangling vines. Choose wisely, but if it is a question, it is the most haunting of all, a query that will follow them all the way back to the world of men. When you return to the world of crowns and gold, will you remember the trees? The trio turns and begins to walk away, following a path that leads them out of the deep woods. The sunlight grows brighter, promising a new day, a new chapter. The forest does not end here, it does not stay behind. It lives on in memory, in wisdom, and in the choices that are yet to come. Thanks for watching. If you found meaning in this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the heart of mythology.